Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. In this occasion, I would like to introduce myself first. My name is Rizky Ramadhani. I'm coming from State College of Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics of Indonesia with instrumentation of Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself first. My name is Rizky Ramadhani. I'm coming from State College of Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics of Indonesia in a major of instrumentation of Meteorology, Climatology, and Geophysics. So in this occasion, I would like to presenting about my research paper that will talk about utilization of machine learning algorithms in weather anomaly detections. In this So the main problem that bring me to discuss my paper is the way there are two. The main topic that will be very affected to this research, which is the weather and machine learning. So the background for this research of paper is, as we know, Indonesia as a country that have a tropical climate with two seasons, which is dry and rainy seasons. The weather in this season, weather phenomena, it commonly refers to weather anomalies. Weather anomalies that happen in the atmosphere have much of number that are more difficult to predict due to constantly changing weather conditions and their occurrence within a very short time frame. With the advancement of technology such as artificial intelligence and machine learning, it will be make us easier to recurring issues of weather anomalies. Then there are 4 literature review that I will discuss first for opening this presentation, which is the weather, machine learning, and then the unsupervised machine learning, and the last one is anomaly. So the weather is a state of atmosphere at a specific time and place, which includes temperature, humidity, air pressure, wind and precipitations. Weather itself formed with several processes, which is for the first is evaporation. So the sea surface water has been get heated by the solar, so it will causes change in temperature and humidity, and then it will be vapor, form a new shape, which is a vapor in the atmosphere. Then this vapor, a lot of vapor become one, and it will be make a new form again, which is what we call as a cloud. In this cloud, that happen a new process, which is condensation, and then after that, the condensation has been contents of a lot of water. So the water after when it gather a lot and the cloud cannot hold it anymore, it will be falling down into the ground, which is this process what we call as precipitations. There are 4 factors that affecting weather conditions, which are air temperature, humidity, air pressure, and wind. And the next one is machine learning. Machine learning is a branch of technology advancement in the field of artificial intelligence, focusing on the development of algorithms using to perform specific tasks without any clear instruction. So some of machine learning methods can also be utilized to detect and classify various weather anomaly parameters. This method I got it while I reading the some of others papers. In this paper, they use the machine learning method classify the state of machinery during operational periods to avoid the failure by detecting anomalies in the machinery. So this method of machine learning has been applied in a lot of industrial environment. And the third one is unsupervised machine learning. This method is coming from the machine learning itself, which have two types of machine learning techniques, which is the first one is unsupervised machine learning that we will talk and that we will use in this paper, and the other one is supervised machine learning. For the unsupervised machine learning itself, it using a data set that doesn't have a specific label in the data. So the machine will be independently perform its tasks of examining data that has the same pattern without any assistance from the humans. And the last one itself is an anomaly. An anomaly is a result of calculation of a range of values that doesn't meet expectation or deviated from the formal values in general. Another definition of anomaly is an unusual pattern that often arises within a dataset and must be processed and normalized first, so that the data can be further processed. Let's jump to main discussions. In this research of paper, I using the methodology to use unsupervised machine learning techniques for detecting weather anomalies by utilizing the isolation forest algorithm method to detect anomaly in the dataset. This techniques operates with using the Python programming language that used in the conducted through the Jupyter Terminal platform. There are several steps to processing data before applying in the model. For the first is for data resources itself. The data that I use in this research of paper, I downloaded from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration from US Department of Commerce. This dataset packaged in a CSV form and contain weather data of Indonesia over 1 year period. After I downloading the data, the next step is data cleansing, because we know that data from the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administrations, it's still in a raw data form and requires data processing first to become organized, easy to understand, and suitable for the machine learning. It still contains of inaccuracy, noise, disorganization, and incompleteness form of data. So it will affect to the model that we can it will make the user of the model the model itself cannot run properly. The next step is data transformations. As we see in the presentation, there are several variables of the data that have empty values for each parameter. For the first is precipitation with 0.981 something percent, which is this value is number of empty values for the precipitation variable in the dataset. And then the next one is the temperature average, which is 0%. It will make us easier to process the data, because there are no data that empty in this variable. The next one is temperature maximum. There are 0.136 something percent, and then the temperature minimum, there are 0.271 something percent. this data, this number of data that later we need to transform in, or we need to search it first. We need to fill it first to make the model running properly. So for the first one is the precipitation data processing. This precipitation data get it from the occurrence of rainfall in the observer stations area. So as we see in this column of precipitation variable, there are a lot of values that has a zero value. So this zero value, it's caused by possibility of no rain. There are no rain in the stations area, and could be also by the data that being left empty by the observer, and there would be unhuman error, or even the tools that are broken during the observation. So there are a lot of factors that affected to the missings of this data precipitation variable. So the next one is the temperature data processing. In this data processing, I use a forward fill method from function of Python. So the reason why I using this method, because weather data generally has a consistent time pattern. So using the previous value in the data will make the machine learning model more responsive to run a model. Those pictures are the result of the forward fill method applying in the data. So as we see in this column of temperature maximum variable has been filled by the data from the forward fill method, and then this one we can look from the left side picture first. In the temperature minimum column, there are some of raw data that are still missing, and then in the right side has been filled it from the one day data before, previous day before. And then the next one is the next step for data processing to determine the value of contamination parameter. So contamination parameter value is the value to use to teach the machine learning model about the proportional anomaly value in the dataset. This value is determined through several trial and error experiments. So I use some of experiment first before to check the value that the most value that's suitable to the model, and this is the result of after experiment that I have been did it before. In this data set, I have found the highest average temperature and precipitation data that obtained from January 2023 until to January 2024, which are for the temperature data. We have 83 degrees Fahrenheit, and the precipitation data we have 2.32 millimeters. And from the trial and error results, there are three contamination parameter value that we found, which are 0.05, 0.03, and 0.01. This the left side is the graph of the isolation forest model prediction result with a comparison parameter value, contamination parameter value of 0.05, and the right side is contamination parameter value of 0.03. So the differences of this two graph of the isolation forest model predictions result in, as we can see in this value of the dots in the left side and the right side is very different, has a different number. We in this process we must to see the what should we say? We must to see the most suitable graph within two variables, which is the temperature average and precipitations relations. And for those graph is still not the best one relation from the precipitation and the temperature average. And the conclusion of this paper is, I found by the experiment the isolation forest model has the ability to detect anomalies in the rainfall data, to applying it to indicate weather anomalies activity, and with a contamination parameter value 0.01 is considered the most suitable and optimal for detecting anomalies within approximately 348 anomalies point detected in the ground. As we can see in this graph, the number of the dots that were blue as the detected, the blue one is detected as a normal, and the red one is detected by the anomaly. In this graph, it shows us the most suitable relation within the precipitation variable and the temperature average, which are, if the temperature average more higher, it will make the precipitation is more lower. Yeah, I think that's all that I can presenting in this occasion. I think that's all. Sorry for a lot of mistake that I have made before. Lastly, wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.